Good day, everyone. On to Chapter 12, Accounting and Finance Department. The accounting and financial functions and travel operations are vital for the smooth day to day running of the business. The capability of the finance team is critical to ensure the tourism industry's growth, development, and sustainability. Effective financial management relies on equity capital and the ability to access financial resources when needed. Travel agencies and tour operators often require additional funds to expand their businesses. However, obtaining these funds can be challenging as banks and other lenders typically demand financial proof of the ability to repay loans. Key financial tools such as profit loss accounts, balance sheets, and financial ratio analysis are used to demonstrate business viability to secure loans. Securing funding is particularly difficult for new entrepreneurs, making financial management a crucial part of a business strategy. The responsibility for financial planning lies with the business leadership teams, including owners, CEO, executive director, general manager, and finance manager. Structure and policies of the Accounting and Finance Department. The Accounting and Finance Department primarily handles all cash and cash equivalent activities. This department is divided into key areas: the Finance Department and the Accounting Department. Finance Department, this division is responsible for controlling the budget and securing funds when necessary. It plays a key role in financial strategy and managing external financial resources. Accounting Department. The primary role of this division is to record and report all financial transactions, both incoming and outgoing. It ensures that the company's cash flow is accurately tracked and monitored. Within the Accounting and Finance Department, there are five core functions: account receivable, accounts payable, payroll, and financial controls and financial reporting. Accounts receivable is managing income payments. Accounts payable is handling outgoing payments to suppliers. Payroll is ensuring employees are paid correctly and on time. Financial controls, monitoring internal financial controls to avoid fraud or mismanagement. And financial reporting, producing financial statements and reports for stakeholders and regulatory bodies. Financial management challenges and needs in travel operations. Like any business, travel operators need to assess and understand the financial aspects of their operations to ensure profitability and make informed decisions. They need to evaluate the efficiency of their investments and predict future financial performance. Starting with their initial capital, operators consider their resources and liquidity ratios. However, as businesses grow, the initial liquidity may no longer be sufficient for expansion. In such cases, operators need to find additional funding sources, considering short, medium, and long term financing options. Balancing risk and profitability is key to financial decision making. Travel operators must maintain a healthy cash flow to enable new investments and partnerships. A good management system for accounting and finance helps increase profitability. However, many small travel agencies lack specialized financial expertise, which can hinder growth. In medium sized businesses, financial responsibilities are often managed by sales directors or account managers. Larger businesses tend to have dedicated finance and accounting departments. To remain competitive and increase profit margins, travel operators require effective finance, accounting, and cost management systems. Payment systems and financial management in travel operations for long term survival, travel operators must ensure they are generating consistent profits. A solid and efficient payment system is essential. Operators should establish trust based credit systems both internationally and domestically with service providers like foreign tour operators, hotels, transport companies, and other tourism businesses. This system may include setting up payment agreements through vouchers and adhering to set maturity dates for payments. While travel operators often meet their short term cash flows needs from their own resources, they may encounter financial difficulties when dealing with long term payments. Poor financial management in these cases can lead to issues such as late bank loan repayments, turning potential advantages into risks. Effective financial management, supported by accurate data, is crucial for profitability and achieving strategic objectives. The ultimate goal is for financial structure to function correctly and efficiently, ensuring timely payments and financial stability. Sources of income and payment methods for travel operators earn revenue from a variety of sources, including accommodation or hotel room sales, air ticket sales, both domestic and international via IATA, package tours inbound and outbound, car rentals or rent a car services, travel insurance, aircraft charters, cruise and railway ticket sales, my services or meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, brokerage activities, and other operating income. Payment methods for these services include cash payments, online credit card payments, bank transfers, payments via checks, deduction against invoice or via agencies or other service organizations. These various income sources and payment methods require effective financial and accounting systems to manage cash flow and maintain profitability.
Accounting procedures for travel operators. The most important accounting procedures for a travel agency are the cash flow statement, the general ledger, and the income statement. Accounting records the money transaction of the company and presents the result to senior management with the scientific method. It collect, classify, summarize, analyze, and interpret the asset and resources of the business financially and numerically. Expenditures and payments are recorded by data, order number, and documents. Transactions that are not financially qualified cannot be recorded in the books. One basic goal of accounting procedures is to keep track of the agency cash flow with multiple daily transactions. It can be easy way to lose track of sales and of income payment using accounting software helps track the company net cash flow from sales and expenses. Identifying any financial problem, agents must post all business transactions account record. Another important tool is the general ledger, which provides an overview of the company's current position. It tracks the agency assets and liabilities. The accounting impact of the transaction should be recorded in the general ledger through accounting software. Most business updated their ledger daily and weekly, making it crucial to maintain regular updates to track the agency financial status. Daily transaction. In summary, the daily transaction of an accounting department with travel agency involves managing office openings, handling emails and documents, coordinating with other departments, processing cash flow, and managing payments and collections. Key tasks include recording invoices, processing bank transactions, managing purchase invoices, paying advances to stock, and ensuring accurate debit and expenses records. The department also tracks receivable handled IATA related transactions and maintain financial records incoming and accounting software. These activities ensure smooth financial operations, proper cash flow, and accurate reporting. Weekly and monthly transactions. Weekly transactions. These tasks are typically focused on tracking and managing the organizational finances, safety, and operational checks on a regular weekly basis. Create a weekly income expenses table. Prepare a table that tracks all income and expenses for the week, helping the business monitor its cash flow and ensure financial health. Review the next week's payments plan. Go over the planned payments such as vendor payments, bills, etc. for the upcoming week to ensure the company is financially prepared and nothing is off. Checking the safe on a weekly basis. Physically verify the content of the company's safe, including cash or important documents, to ensure that it is secure and balanced. Monthly transaction. These are tasks that are done on a monthly basis to ensure compliance, accurate report, and smooth financial operations. Providing monthly account reconciliation with hotels. Compare and reconcile account with hotel supplier or partners to ensure that there are no disparities in billing or payments for services. Payment of rebates. Pay any rebates or discounts owed to customer, clients, or partners as agreed upon in contractual terms. Personal salaries and overtime. Process and pay employee salaries and any overtime wish for the month. This could involve ensuring accurate payroll calculation and deduction, checking monthly inventory of equipment, conduct a physical count of, or review of the inventory of equipment to ensure that all assets are accounted for and in good condition, handling tax issues, address any tax-related matters, including consultation with tax authorities or resolving issues regarding tax filing and payments. Preparation of consist declaration. This refers to preparing a summarized document of financial or tax-related information, typically for reporting purpose to government authorities. Preparation of VAT declaration. Prepare and submit the value-added tax or VAT declaration, detailing VAT collected from customer and VAT paid to supplier for annual transaction. The document outlines the annual responsibilities of a travel company's accounting department, which include preparing financial statements, creating budgets, evaluating advertising effectiveness, updating lease contracts, and providing staff training. This department also uses various software systems like Secure to track transactions and monitor financial control, such as invoices and account statements. Certified public accountant offered advisory services due to the sensitivity of financial matters. Common accounting program use include Globo, ETL Link2, and Odoo. Cash flow management, financial management, and tourism focuses on effectively managing the finances of a tourism or travel agency. A key part of this cash flow management, which ensures the company has enough liquidity to meet its short-term and long-term finances needs. Short-term cash management involves managing day-to-day cash flow. Travel agency monitor cash inflows and outflows regularly to ensure they can cover daily operational costs. Based on short-term cash analysis, agencies may seek external funds when necessary to meet immediate financial needs. The long-term cash flow management focuses on planning and ensuring the company can sustain its financial health in the long run. This includes managing investments, assets, and liabilities, ensuring that the company can fund future growth and maintain operations. In essence, travel agencies need to plan, organize, manage, and control their finances, covering both short-term needs like daily operation and long-term goals like expansion or capital investment to ensure business stability and success.
The balance sheet. Balance sheet is the financial statement of a company which include assets, liabilities, equity capital, total debt, etc. at the end of each year. Balance sheet includes assets, what the business owns on one side, and liabilities, what the business owns now and in the future. On the other hand, shareholders or owners, equity, which is the amount of the balances liabilities against assets. Assets are those resources or things which the company owns. They can be divided into current as well as the non-current assets or long-term assets. Liabilities on or a debts or obligation of a company. It is the amount that the company owns its creditors. Liabilities can be divided into current liabilities and long-term liabilities. Next is the profit and loss account. So yung profit and loss account, also called an income statement, is the financial report that shows a company's revenue, costs, and expenses over a specific period. It usually a month, quarter, or a year. Its main purpose is to determine whether the company made a profit or incurred a loss during that period. In short, a profit and loss account helps businesses understand if they are making money or losing it by summarizing revenue, costs, and profits over a certain period. These two elements transparently determine the route to be followed in the next year and later years. Next is the break-even point analysis. For the summary of this, the break-even point analysis is a tool used by businesses to determine the level of sales needed to cover all their costs without making a profit or a loss. It helps businesses to understand how much they need to sell to break even. In simple terms, the break-even point tells a business how many units of a product it needs to sell to cover all its costs. Any sales beyond this point result in profit. If the business sells fewer units than the break even point, it will occur a loss. The break even point is based on the two types of costs. One fixed and the other is variable cost. Next is fixed cost. So yung fixed cost is an expense or cost does not change with an increase or decrease in the number of goods or services produced or sold. So yung fixed expenses can be divided as committed and budgeted fixed costs. So yung committed fixed costs are expenses that occur independently during production period, including personal salaries, office rents, taxes, insurance premiums of staff, bank interest, water, electricity, telephone expenses, depreciation, marketing duties, etc. These expenses are those that are not directly related to the increase or decrease in production and are compulsory expenses, while yung budgeted fixed costs naman are those that are included in annual budgets but may vary in the delivery of product and services to the markets. This can be also called semi-fixed costs. For example, high season electricity, water, office expenses, car rental services, and etc. Companies set a budget annually, but they can also have 3 or 6 months revisions at fixed costs according to product flow cost. Next is variable costs. Variable costs are expenses that change directly with the level of production or sales. Unlike fixed costs, they increase as a business produces more goods or services and decrease when production is lower. Examples of variable costs include raw materials. The materials needed to create a product, for example, wood for furniture, fabric for clothing. Next is direct labor, wages paid to workers who are paid based on the amount they produce or the hours they work. And then lastly is the packaging cost, the cost of packaging products which increase with the number of items sold. These costs fluctuate depending on how much the company produces or sells. For example, if a company sells more items, it will need more raw materials, pay more for shipping, and possibly hire more workers or pay them more. When production decreases, these costs also drop. The break-even point can be both analyzed mathematically or can be shown as a graphical method. As shown in the graphic below, the horizontal axis shows the production sales quantity and the vertical axis show the sales revenues and costs. According to this graphic, the point where the break-even point quantity and sales amount intersect is the point where the total incomes are equally to the total expenses. Profit and loss are shown in different colors. For the summarize of this, travel operator costs depend on the number of customers and sales volume. Cost planning is done monthly or annually with the goal of controlling costs as sales grow. Operators should reduce unnecessary costs or keep some fixed. They typically have lower operating costs compared to airlines, hotels, and transport companies because they don't require high capital investment. Effective management of costs is crucial for staying profitable.
Business cannot survive if you do not make a profit. The concept of profit in the simplest formulation, the positive difference between revenues and expenses. Total profit, total revenues, and total expenses. Let's talk about first what is profit. Profit is the amount of money business has left over after subtracting expenses from its revenues. It shows whether the business is making more money than it's spending. In essence, profit is a reward for running business and managing it well. Total revenue. This is the total income a business generates from selling its goods or services. It also called sales or turnover. While the expenses, these are the costs the business incurs to operate and produce goods or services. Expenses include salaries, rent, utilities, raw materials, marketing, and other operational costs. Product unique sale price. This is the price at which one unit of the product is sold. Total cost, fixed cost plus sales quantity times product unit variable cost. Fixed costs, these are the costs that remains constant regardless of how much is produced or sold. For example, it include rent, salaries, insurance. While the variable costs, these are the costs change with the level of production or sales. These are typically related to the production or sale of each unit. According to the sales quantity method, the formulation is as follows. Break-even point is BEP. Fixed cost into unit sales price USP minus unit variable cost UVC. Break-even point when adding profit to the formulation is BEP, break-even point quantity, fixed cost plus profits into U sales price minus unit variable cost. In the sales volume method, break-even point BEP, fixed cost into unit variable cost UVC, then divide to unit sale price USP. Break-even point when adding profit to this formulation is BEP sales volume, fixed cost equals profit, then BEP sale volume, fixed cost equals to profit, then 1 minus UVC is divided to USP. UVC is unit variable cost while the USP is unit sale price. Some example of break-even point analysis in travel operator are as follows. Example number 1. A travel agency is organizing a city tour. This agency organizes 6 different tours per day in high seasons and 3 in low seasons. For a site for each daily tour is 20 guests. Variable cost calculation per person is as follows. Variable cost is equals to $4 for per guest in a group of 20. Tour guide $5 for per guest in a group of 20. Meal is $12 per person. Tour guide plus bus driver meals is equals to $1 per person. Parking fee plus tips is equal to $1 per person. Museum art gallery entrance fees is equals to $10 per person, while the fuel is $2 USD. And the total variable cost is equals to $35. Calculated fixed cost for each daily tour is $150. Break-even point calculation according to the sales quantity method. BEP 150 divided to 50, then 35 in 10 guests. The minimum participation must 10 person in order to meet the cost. 10 guests times $50 is equals to $500. In order to catch the break-even point, minimum is $500 must be gained, according to the sales volume monetary method. Unit contribution share $35 divided to $50 is equal to 0.7. As in the above, the result of the two methods are the same when the agency aims to make a profit of 450 USD from this tour. 150 plus 450 divided to 15 is equals to 40. 40 guests must be joined in the tour. If 20 guests participate in the tour, profit will be $150. Example number 2. B travel agency is considering opening a restaurant in order to provide a special luncheon for both its own and other agency groups. In the calculation related to the organization aims to have an average of $9 for the fixed menu and 33% of the food cost. Mostly fixed expenses of the restaurant such as rent, employee salaries, heating, lighting, depreciation, etc. are $15,000. First of all, it is necessary to remove variable expenses from the average banquet expense. Food expenses are 33% of the cost and the variable costs are $3. BEP, break-even point, fixed cost, divide contribution margin, $15,000 divided to $6 is equals to $2,500. BEP, break-even point, fixed cost divided to contribution margin, $15,000 divided to $6 is equals to $2,500. As a result, if the B agency accommodates 2,500 customers per month, it will compensate the banquet cost and catches the break-even point. After 2,500 customers and each sale over $9, the B agency start to make a profit. If the agency desires a different result at the break-even point, the unit has to make changes on the sales price. If the agency wishes for a different outcome, at the break-even point must be changes on the sales price. Example number 3. As a third example, C Travel Agency is a retail travel agency and operates on commission basis by selling a package to read and air tickets. The income statement of the agency at the end of the year is as follows. Example number 3. As a third example, the C Travel Agency is a retail travel agency and operates on a commission basis by selling a package with air tickets. The income statement of the agency as the end of the year is as follows. According to the table, when the variable costs are considered as 15% of the total operating cost of $96,300, fixed costs are occurred after this amount is decreased. The average commission is 9% of sales. This corresponds to $135,000. When each sale is an average of $500 and the commission amount of each sale is calculated as 9%, this corresponds to 45 USD. 15% of this amount is $6.75. As variable expenses, total expenses is 1,507 and the payment to suppliers and carriers is 1,371,400, and then 1,507 minus to 1,371,400 is equals to 135,600. Total expenses 1,507, payment to suppliers and carriers is 1,371,400, and the commission income is 135,600. Operating expenses, staff salary is negative 50,000, and then operation and office expenses is negative 46,300, and the total operating expenses is negative 96,300. Net income before tax is 39,300, and the net income tax expenses is minus to 8,300, and then the net income after tax is $31,000. If the Sea Travel Agency performs 2,140 sales within a year, it will catch the break-even point. This means that for each week is 2,140 divided to 52 weeks, then it equals to 41 sales. Each gross sale is $500. 500 times 41 is $20,500. The income of the CAGC for 41 sale within 9% commission is $1,845 per week. Naturally, weekly sales rate will vary according to the high season or low season. What is planned profit targets? Are the profit goals that business set for a specific period, typically as part of its overall financial planning or budgeting process. These targets represent the desired level of profit that the company aims to achieve, taking into account both revenue and costs. According to the Sun break-even formulation, when the company targets a profit is $45 at the end of the year, this corresponds 64 sales per week. Some parts of the accounting are applied due to legal obligation, others apply to meet the information needs of interest related to the company. As a result of economic and technological development, businesses have grown and become more complex. This situation leads to the separation of business ownership and management concept. Business owners no longer have functioning management. Management controls businesses while businesses owners control managers. Today, professional managers are involved in the management of the enterprises. The success of managers is measured by the financial strength and probability of the company as a result of the activities. This instrument providing SAC information in accounting. To manage a travel operator, profitable demands accurate according and preparation of financial statement. Financial health is the key to survival of companies. Analyzing and controlling finance lead to strong business plans and better strategic decisions.